Hello everyone, my name is Madhav Sharma. Today we will discuss MS Excel. So this is the content: dragging graph to illustrate class performance. So this is the procedure to start for step number 1. First of all, collect data, gather data, collect all the relevant data for the class performance, such as the name of the students, subjects, corresponding scores, grades. We will create some examples for a student result. Name of all the students, we can write. All the subjects we will write, then the corresponding name, scores and the grades. Ensure the data is accurate, complete and organized in a structured format, that is in a Excel spreadsheet. So this is the collection of data, gathering of data. Step number 2, determine the graph type. It means which graph we have to design. First of all, like pie chart, line bar, bar graph. These are the some graph examples that we can create to specify or visualize our data that is in the form of the table. So all the data and are stored in the Excel worksheet in the cell, and we will visualize our data. We can see our data. If we want to see our data in the form of the like chart or graph, we can use this. Decide the type of the graph, the best suit for your data for a specific insight you want to highlight. Common graph types are the class performance, like bar chart, line graphs, pie chart. We will use these options to specify our data. Step number 3, we have to select the data range. Basically in Excel, you preferred graphical tools, selecting the appropriate range of the data that you want to use for creating the graph. This will be the data will be the represented visually. Step number 4, create a bar chart. If you want to create a bar chart, you have to first visualize subject wise scores of the students. A bar chart is an effective choice. If you want to visualize our data according to the subject wise scores of the students, that bar chart is an effective choice. Select the data range, go to the insert tab and choose the bar chart from the chart options. Customize and the appearance of the chart, such as the adding labels, that is the x-axis, y-axis, data labels and the chart title. We will insert our chart title to visualize subject wise score of the students, that is for the bar chart. For example, if we want to use the line graph to track the student performance over time, use the line graph. According to the line graph, we will appear of the performance of the students to track the over the timing. Select the data range, go to the insert option. There are some same options to insert the chart, but choose the line chart from the chart options. Here all the charts are available in the chart options. We can click on the chart and we will use according to the data range. Make sure to organize our data, such as the time periods on the x-axis. Here all the informations will be in one axis, example months, and the performance score on the another axis. Step number 6, utilize a pie chart. If we want to use the pie chart for showcasing the percentage distributions. For an example, if we use the 100%, then 80% of the students will score more than 90%. We will use the pie chart. Distribution of students in the different grade range or a pie chart is suitable. For an example, if we want to visualize our data for the greater than 80%, less than 80, or greater than 60, less than 50, or greater than 60, then we will use the pie chart options. It is a specific slice of the pulling them out to the adding data labels. Step number 7, customize the graph. Customize the appearance of the graph to make it visual, appealing and easy to understand. Modifying colors, fonts, chart styles to match our presentations or report themes. According to the requirements, we will use the chart options. Add the data labels, access titles and the chart titles to provide context and the clarity of the chart. Step number 8, interpret the graph. After drawing the graph, analyze and interpret the data presented. Look the pattern, trend and insight you can inform decision making or identifying areas of improvement. According to the graph of options, we can identify which sector is performing well and which sector is not performing well. Or for an example, if you're using the students score, then which student is not getting in which subject good marks, or we can analyze which all the students are getting in which subject very good marks. This is according to the graph. Step number 9, use graph for reporting. Incorporate the graph into our presentations, report or education materials. Clearly labels and explain the graph to ensure that the audience understand the information being conveyed. Step number 10, update graph as needed. If data is updated in the student chart, student score, student grade, then we will update our data and graph is automatically updated. For an example, this is for the line graph. Here are the some informations are the given of the product, like in the form of the columns. Product 1, product 2, product 3 and product 4 are there. Then that is the Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 are the some products. In the rows there are the some values according to the product category wise, quarterly revenue. This is the quarterly 1, quarterly 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. Here are the some examples that are used in the tables. It will visualize in the graph, like product 1, product 2, product 3, product 4 and product 5 on the axis of the x. Then this is the values of that is the revenues of the in the axis of the y, and this is the Q1, Q2, Q3 or Q4 graph. If we talk about the bar graph, this is the bar graph of example. There is the pears, bananas, oranges and apples. This is the column chart that we have used. Here are the some informations, the total revenues and the profit and the loss. Here according to the data we will use for the inserting a chart. Here we will select the range of the data, then insert option, then we will use the chart options are there. Click here to show the different charts that are available in the Excel, and we will use the column chart. According to the column, here are the some options, that is the total revenue, total expenses, profit and losses. This is the line graph according to the data, month, desktop, laptop and tables like January, February, March, April, May or June. This is the 6-month data are available in the Excel sheet, and according to the Excel sheet we will create or visualize our data according to the month. That is in the January month, February month, March, April, May and the June. This is the pie chart. How to create a pie chart in the pivot table. This is the data and this is the date, and this is the sales according to the quarter 1 and quarter 2. This is the pie chart for quarter 1 for January, quarter 2 for February, and March, April, May and the June. This is the scatter plot that we have used. That is the scatting of the like plotting, like this is the data for X, none, and some information like this is the chart titles are there, and this is the scatting plot. Here are the some questions that are related to the chart. What type of graphs are commonly used to illustrate the class performance? Commonly used for the class is basically bar chart, line graphs and the pie charts are also available for the creating the performance data. For Q2, how do you create a bar, that is chart, to visualize subject wise score of the students? To create a bar chart for the subject wise, here are the some steps or some procedures, like select the data range containing the student's name, their corresponding scores of each subject, go to the insert in Excel and click on the options of the bar chart, customize the chart according to the label axis like data labels and the chart titles. Question number 3, what is the significance of the line graph to track the students? Basically, line graphs are for the ideal for showing the trends and the changes in the students' performance over time. So this is an important part of the according to the line graph. They help the patterns, improvements or decline in the scores throughout the academic year. How can a pie chart is used to represent the percentage? To use the pie chart, prepare the data that count the students falling into the each grade, example A, B, C, etc. Select the data range, insert tab, in Excel, then choose the pie chart. Emphasize the specific slice of the highlight of particular grade, range or to data to display the percentage. Question number 5, why it is essential to customize the appearance of the graph. Customize the appearance of the graph, enhance the visual appeal, and to make them more engaging and easy to understand. Adding the labels, title, and choosing the appropriate colors and font to ensure the graph convey information clearly and effectively to the audience. Thank you.